Welcome back guys to a brand new Ark Survival Evolved video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Community Crunch 173, and it's something we've all been waiting for because Wildcard have finally spoken on what is happening next for the game. Now, ever since the Homestead update went live, don't get me wrong, that was an amazing update. I liked the way they branded it and everything, and it was fantastic to try out all the new S Plus stuff and, all the materials and structures. But there's been a lot of problems with the game when the update went live. I know a few things have been fixed, but there's still a lot wrong with the game, and I'm constantly still seeing so many people saying this is wrong, Primitive Plus is still broken, everything like that, and it can be very frustrating for players. I'm quite glad now Wildcard have actually taken the time in this new Community Crunch to explain what is happening next, as sometimes when they post one it can be like nearly exactly the same as the week before, and it's very frustrating for the community, but thank you Wildcard for saying something. Now, if you guys are excited about what is happening next for Ark, make sure to smash a like on today's video. Let's try and hit that 1,000 like target. It really helps out the channel so much, guys. If you could just press the like button, it means a lot to me. And subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you all so much. Now, we're going to be getting straight in with this because obviously I want to show you guys what's happening next. There's also an artist feature as well, which is pretty cool, but it's not anything to do with what's going on with the game, and that's what I feel Wildcard need to do a little bit more. So hey survivors, welcome to the latest edition of the Community Crunch. What's happening on the Ark? Now, when I saw this first, I was getting so excited, thinking it's like a roadmap or something like that, but Wildcard have kept it very basic, and they've said that they're not going to give us any schedule, they're just going to release things when they're going to release things, which in my opinion isn't the best way to go forward. It'll be nice to have a little indication of what to expect to keep the hype up for the game, but you know they're the devs, so we got to leave it up to what they're going to be doing. I couldn't even speak there. So what's happening on the Ark? So we're currently very busy hammering away on our bug list. Now, if you guys don't know what Wildcard have got, they've got this huge list at the moment, and they've got, they're going through as many tasks as they possibly can, and they've got a bug list, and that's what they're doing right now. But I'm talking they've got a list for content, which is fantastic, but they're not sharing that with us either. As I said, there's going to be no schedule. So there's not that much new information to share with you all this week. We have been very interested to see all our feedback and creations from survivors since the big Homestead patch. We are continuing to take your feedback into consideration regarding an upcoming balance change update, as well as your bug reports, especially those related to the structure and kibble changes. Since the last crunch, they have actually sorted out hitching and stalling problems introduced into our recent major update, upgraded our servers here on survivetheark.com in order to get our forums running at top notch, and quickly patched a major exploit into the game. You will hear more details in the future regarding the status of the upcoming changes as we work through our task list. Now, there's a lot I need to tell you guys because I have extra information on top of this very basic community crunch, which a lot of people have been complaining about. So this is why I'm here, this is what I want to do. When there's something as basic as this, I want to add in all the other extra information that I have. So next, after this Homestead update, they have got another very big update coming our way. Now, this could be anywhere between 5 to 10 to 15 gigabytes. It all really depends on how big the changes are. So there's a balance change coming to the game for dinos, for structures, weapons. There is so much coming, and this is like all in Wildcard's plan for this next generation Ark they are currently working on. So there's huge balance changes coming for everything. Now, I don't know how much that's going to change the game, but probably quite a lot. They're also going through their bug list as well for the next update, especially some related to the structure and kibble changes. As I said at the start of the video, it has broken a lot of things. What I found quite frustrating is that when they said upgraded our servers here on Survive the Ark in order to get our forums running at top notch, that doesn't seem to me like anything that massive. I'm probably wrong, and I'm sure Wildcard could show me like some crazy stuff of how long it takes to do that. But when someone comes onto your website, loves the game, or someone that hasn't played for a while and wants to come back to see what's going on and sees they've upgraded their website, that's not going to bring hype to anyone. I could be wrong, but I was a bit confused with that. But anyway, on to a little bit more of a big information I have. So the next update is going to be huge. It's going to be balance changes, bug fixes, loads of that stuff. Probably not really any new content. There might be some new things added in this, to change to the kibble changes and structure changes that has already happened. But then on their list, Wildcard have actually talked about next. We've got, how they're working on a TLC, which I'm going to be doing in a video coming up very soon. And as well, last week, they mentioned how they're actually going to be working on, they've got it on their list to get a new season pass out with new maps. I am very intrigued to see how they're going to do this, if it's going to be Wildcard's own maps or if it is going to be modded maps. Right now, the hype is huge with all these modded maps going on at the moment. There's so many that have been in the sponsored mod program for ages, so I don't know if they're just going to be released as free content. That is how it should happen in my opinion, just how Ragnarok worked, how that came out for free and then they had their season pass. So that's really what I'm hoping is going to be on their list coming up very soon. So expect a massive patch coming next, obviously I couldn't say next week, but any time at the end of this month or even into April, which is going to have huge balance changes. And then the month after that, potentially expect a new map or a TLC. That is the plan, but I'll be talking more about that in tomorrow's video that I have planned. Anyway, that is all I can explain to you guys what's happening, with the Ark. It frustrates me a lot being an Ark YouTuber, how I wish that couldn't all be on this instead of me having to find out extra information to add on to it. Maybe I'll ask Wildcard if I can do the community crunches, but I probably wouldn't even be able to add the information in because you're told by whoever runs Wildcard that you can't use that. But anyway, moving on. So that's that stuff. So this is the art piece, I can't even speak today, guys. It's been quite a while since I've been back on the grind of videos, so sometimes I go a bit off topic, but we've been expanding our feature of the week to include a featured artist rather than just a single piece of work. This week we are featuring this guy whose comic style artworks never failed to make us smile. Can you relate to any of these Ark moments? So we're going to go through this. Raising Wyverns, as you guys can see. If you can relate to this, obviously, let me know in the comment section down below. I didn't really want to add this into the video, but I thought it would be something interesting just to go through as it's on the new community crunch. There's probably going to be quite a lot later at night, all that sort of stuff when you're hatching your Wyverns and raising them. But I'll just go through this as slowly as I possibly can for you guys to read through this. And yeah, I know this is something different. I quite like the idea of this, but I would definitely prefer more news on here. But it's good to have this in the community too. But I would obviously love a bit more news because that was pretty basic. But yeah, you can pause the video anytime if you want to read through some of these yourself or even screenshot some of them to send to your friends. If you have your friends that play Ark as well and will understand all of these different scenarios. And I can't actually remember how long this goes on for. I think it's coming towards the end now. But this artwork is fantastic and Wildcard should be very appreciate. I can't even say that word, but they should appreciate what these people do for them, and I know they do for sure because this is fantastic work. Like, to think that your game, someone's creating this for your game is just unbelievable. Unless Wildcard pay him, but I don't think they do. But yeah, so these are absolutely all of them. As I said, you can pause to read through them as much as you want. I think this is the final few here, which is pretty crazy. And you've got your RG there, round a campfire, and but yeah, that is basically all of them, I think. Oh no, there's another one there. There's another one there, and then it just moves on to the Ark Evolution event. So, as you can see, a bit of a strange one. I know they said they haven't got as much information to share, but it kind of goes from artwork now just to talking about the next Evolution event, which is from Friday the 22nd of March at 1 PM EST until Monday the 25th at ×2, as they always do throughout the weekend, which is great, but maybe one day it'd be nice if they actually did ×3 because people have been requesting that for a while, but then it does slow down servers a little bit, especially that time when they did like ×8. So that is the full community crunch, which I did say I've got extra information, and that is going to be coming in tomorrow's video. I'm trying to get as many uploads up as possible, but you guys can see when this is your information as a content creator from a game, and then you do have your extra information from other places online, Twitter and stuff. It can be very hard to get out uploads, especially as this is my full-time job, trying to get as much out as possible. Obviously, I'm looking to do more gameplay for Ark, but it's hard to know what you guys would want to see. but I love doing the news because that's what I've done ever since the start. Anyway, as I said, if you guys are very hyped for what the future of Ark is, I know they're quiet on it, but I'm trying to find out as much as possible for you. Drop a like and let's try and hit over 1,000 likes on today's video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video very soon. See you guys later.